Now that your trim has been installed correctly, you're ready to hang your siding. Let's start with LP SmartSide Precision Series lap siding. This siding can be installed over code-approved nailable sheathing or directly to framing. If you install lap siding over framing, use 76 series lap for framing spaced 24 inches on center, or use 38 series lap for framing spaced 16 inches on center. Let's begin installing by snapping a level chalk line along the bottom of the wall. Make sure it is level by measuring from the top of the wall down to your clearance height. Remember, the ground clearance is required 6 inches above grade and 1 inch above all roof lines, sidewalks, patios, decks, and other finished surfaces. And do not install the lap siding in contact with masonry, concrete, or brick. Before you can hang your first course of lap, you will want to install a starter shim to give you the proper angle for the first course of lap. Using a nail gun makes quick work of installing LP SmartSide products. You will want to use a minimum of 0.113 inch shank diameter, hot-dipped, galvanized box-style nail with a minimum of 0.270 inch head diameter. The nails should be long enough to penetrate the structural framing by at least 1.5 inches. Always set your nail gun so the head of the nail is snug against the siding or flush with the siding surface. Try to avoid overdriving the nails. If you do, seal the hole in exposed substrate with an ASTM C920 Class 25 sealant. If you overdrive the nail hole by more than 1/8 of an inch, seal the hole and re-nail it. Now that the level starter shim is fastened in place, we can begin our first course of lap siding. Make sure the piece is level and that the ends land on studs. Then start nailing from one end to the other on every stud. When blind nailing LP SmartSide lap products, place the nails roughly 3/8 of an inch from the siding's ends and roughly 3/4 of an inch from the top edge. For the following pieces of lap, be sure to allow for 3/16 of an inch space at each end of the lap and each butt joint. Overlap successive courses by a minimum of 1 inch. And remember to stagger your joints over stud locations for a more natural appearance. There are a few things to remember when installing LP SmartSide lap siding around windows. Windows will require a Z flashing above the window. Don't forget to allow for a 3/8 inch space between the flashing edge and the siding edge. Do not apply sealant in any space where flashing is integrated. Also, below windows may require a piece of lap siding to be cut to shape. When this occurs, you will have to face nail that piece every 8 inches on center. Once your trim and siding is hung, it's time to seal all expansion joints and corner joints with an ASTM C920 Class 25 sealant.